Hello, Aquarius. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for you for the month of November. Let me start by giving us some sounds to hear. Okay, Aquarius, let's take a look at what is going on in your life. What am I seeing for you? And I've remembered the past months, even up until the past year, as far as the past year, Aquarius. There have been decisions made. Where am I going to work? Where do I want to live? I can choose. I'd like to go live here or there. It's about time I change my habits. I changed my environment. I want to change my life. And so you've made quite a few decisions, but you're not done yet, Aquarius. You really are not done. And I see that there's, like the horses, race horses in the stalls ready to go and kicking up their heels. Well, this is what I'm seeing. You do want an adventure. You are looking for something more, something real, something new. Let's take a look at what these have to offer by way of messages. First thing, let's see. We've got here the Strength card. Now, the Strength card is a card that is corresponds to Leo. So you may have a Leo in your life. Let's think about that for the time being, who will be of importance to you. We have the Ten of Swords here. Now, the Ten of Swords is a particular card because you could see the person with all the swords in the back. There's a lot of pain, but there's no more pain after that. We don't have an 11 of Swords. Okay, so the pain is over. There's coming a time now in November, Aquarius, that you're going to start feeling that, I've been through so much. I've done a lot of work. I've done the healing process. I've been going through a healing process. I've sought healing. And now it's time for me to come into my own. Here I have the Eight of Swords. These are the shooting wands of love. It's a very fast card. Let's take a look at what that fast movement is all about. I'm going to use the Vera Sibilla cards here to highlight some of these, and I'll start with that Ten of Swords to see what other information can be gleaned from these. Cute. All right, we have Amore. We've got love. Did I say the shooting wands of love? That Eight of Wands. This is Messaggero, the messenger, and Costanza, Our Lady Constance. Look, there has been communication, and I'm talking about the last 2-3 years with a certain person. Even as far as 4, I'd go that far. That you have been so, bent on thinking about all the time. Even if you tried so hard to get them out of your mind, but they were there no matter what. And there was a time as well, Aquarius, where you let it bother you so much that you found yourself in doing things that you had never done, losing control of how you organize your days and the things you do. This is coming round now in a different way. There's more maturity in the way you communicate with this person and the way they communicate with you. There's more realism. There's more, I would say, truth and honesty. You're both wearing your hearts on your sleeve. And I know these are general readings, but I'm giving the message that come out to me. And you have both gone through this period. And the Ten of Swords is a situation for both of you. Could be a Leo, could be of another sign. I'm going to take now the Sibilla cards over that Eight of Wands to see what they have to add. Okay. Okay, the story becomes more detailed. We've got the other woman, the third party. Could be a woman, could be a man, okay? The enemy, let's say. Then we have dispiacere, the house on fire, is such, sorry, disgrazia, disgrace. It is like the tower in the tarot cards. Bambino, of the child. Now, you may be involved, may have been involved all this time with a person who is married, or nonetheless, they may be married with a child, and they and their family and their wife or husband are splitting up now. And this is one of the reasons why you are again communicating. Let me take cards over that strength. And it looks like that situation has given you strength. That's where the strength comes from. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Now, we've got Imeneo. This is the nuptial dance. This is the communication, intimate communication. We have here prigione, the prison, and this is a tie, a bond to someone that is so strong. And then we have this donna maritata, which is a protector. It could also mean that you have had recently have had a child, or you have your own child, male or female, but that they are part of your life. We don't any longer think of them as baggage. That's part of your life. That's part of the situation that characterizes you. This is who you are. And what's interesting is that you no longer have to hide from each other any of your past desires, your past baggage, your newfound baggage. What I'm looking at is a situation, Aquarius, that in part is reflecting what is going on in the world at large. And I don't mean to use you as a springboard, but what I'm looking at is that people are starting to change their perspective in no longer seeing their life in relation to one person, no longer in relation to being in a situation, because they see how fast their context can change, how fast their life can change, how one day you're here and the next you're not. And the world has evolved into a period now, and I see you very much involved in this, Aquarius, because your intellectual ability is making you see this for what it is, and making you, I would like to say, capitalize on it, because you have come of age in a very uncommon way, even in relation to other signs. You are sort of a forerunner in this sense. You're learning from what has happened recently, and already are able to set out your near future in a different perspective, using a different philosophy of life, which is very interesting to see. And people can learn from you, but you are no longer interested in teaching anyone or even having them to be part of your life. You don't even want to communicate what you're doing to anyone. Let's see what these runes are going to add here. All right, now we have here the rune called need, and need is a rune that makes me laugh, because every time I see it I think, oh no, because it is patience. It calls on you to have patience, and because there's a delay, there are constraints, and you may not be able to see or do what you want, see people you want easily, or travel as you would like, or a plan as you would like, because there are constraints. This is a very difficult learning situation. Now, why do I say that? Well, everything that's happening in the world is a situation from which we have learned, and you more than others have done that, Aquarius. But it also can point to failure. But I don't see failure here because you are able to learn from what has happened and then move on. Very lucky. Now, paired with Gifu, Gifu is a rune that talks of gifts, of partnerships, important developments in a romantic relationship. Now, these work together to alleviate delays in many respects to a certain degree. Let's say that. I'm going to go around and talk to you about each rune as it comes and in relation one to the other. We've got Urus here. Urus is Brightstave here. This is vital strength, vital force and energy. It's also a recovery from illness. So many of you who has had energy that was very low or who were ill, this is a period of coming out of that. There are strong emotions. This is a strong healing rune. This is also at times it calls for sacrifice, and you are not immune to that, but you are also determined. And Urus is here to tell you that you need to be determined regardless of what is happening in your life. Now we have, I'll go be around the center here, and I've got Fehu. Now, Fehu is was Merkstave, was in this position upside down, and usually talks of fulfillment. And what I'm seeing here is that there's a lack of fulfillment in your desires, but it doesn't avoid you from being happy. What's interesting is that there is a romantic interest that is developing, but it may not be 100% now in the month of November, but it is developing in a way that's different from the way it has in the past. I have here also Otala, and Otala talks about things that money can buy and possessions. And, I see you as being a person either of modest means or a wealthy person, no matter what financial condition you are in. Money is no object for you in November. It's not that. That is not something that will condition you, because you are consumed by a vision. You have your own vision that is important for you. Now, what else do we have here? We've got three more runes, important runes. One is Awats, which is a powerfully protective rune. So, let's say all in all, Aquarius, even if you don't have your vision, that vision that you are consumed by 100% today or in November, you have this protection from the universe, and you know that it's going to happen. You know that things will be moving in that direction. Why? Because there is Manats, and Manats is a humankind. It talks about interdependence. Together with Gifu, this is an extremely important message for you. You have made your mark with that person, and you are bound for life to be with them. There's a strong bond. You will receive aid, and what's important here is that it's time to make new plans now, Aquarius. Tyr Brightstave, this is our last rune. It's victory in competition. Why do I say that? Because we did talk about this situation where there is a breakup and there was a third party. That has changed now. You are extremely motivated, and there is an increase in that sense, both in terms of power and money. But like I said, there's not a focus on finances, because for you, this month at least, it's as if, my nails, I can cut them, but they'll always grow. You're not really concentrated on money. It's such an interesting reading, very smooth, beautiful. The way I see you moving and thinking, a different perspective you have, Aquarius. Good for you. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Aquarius friends. Do like, share, and subscribe my videos if you like the type of readings that I do, and ring the notification bell that will tell you when I'm online or when I post my videos. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Until we read together again. Bye-bye.